Let's begin. Oh wait, let me. Yeah, that's probably gonna be it's probably gonna be a problem. Let me fix that. Welcome back to the channel, guys. So if you have not been keeping up with my channel, a lot has recently happened. As you can tell right behind me, I finally got a bed. I think it was a full year, maybe a little bit longer, like a year and 2 months since I last had a bed. I was literally sleeping on air mattress to air mattress for an entire year plus, I feel. And when I tell you, getting this bed was the best decision I've made in a long time, because if you've never slept on an air mattress for like a long period of time, for some reason the air mattress has the worst back support any kind of furniture I've ever seen have. So sleeping on it was an absolute nightmare, if I'm gonna be honest. But no, I finally got a bed behind me. Also, if you look over there to the right, I also bought like a little clothing rack wheel thing, because I used to have my clothes sitting on the ground right there. But as you can imagine, that gets very annoying, especially when I'm trying to like rush to work or I'm late or something for something and I'm trying to like hurry up and get clothes. But no, today guys, I want to talk about how much it really costs to live here in Miami, because believe it or not, little on me, I do get a lot of comments and DMs from you guys asking me, yo, how much does it cost, or how much should I make per month or per hour to be able to live comfortably in Miami? Pretty much to come down to it, people want to know how much do I make and how much does it cost to live sort of where I live, because I live here in downtown Miami. I'm actually going to show you guys the balcony here in a second. As you see, my apartment is, I mean, it's not the most luxury, it's not the craziest thing on earth, but for a 22-year-old here trying to make it, it's not that bad of an apartment, as you can see. But I gotta say, the best part is gonna be that balcony. So let's go outside so I can show you guys the view right quick, because it is literally gorgeous. So let's go. Here we are outside in downtown Miami. So I live here in downtown, and it's pretty much like where everybody that doesn't make exorbitant amount of money live. So over there will be Brickell. Everything is kind of really like up to date over there, and it's just very financial, and over here it's more just normal people living, pretty much. So later in the video, I'm gonna get all into like pricing and how much it costs a month and how much on average it would cost you to live somewhere close to here. But as you guys can see, I get a nice little view. I'm on the 45th floor over there. It's also a nice long view. And a funny thing that happened, so on New Year's Eve, when the fireworks show went off at 12 a.m. or whatever, we were so high up that we actually saw like fireworks for miles. So if I can find the video on my phone, I'll put it in the video. But you could see fireworks for like ever. I never seen that many fireworks in my life. It was literally the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Let's go back inside so we can talk about how much it costs to live here in Miami, because I know a lot of you guys definitely want to get out here, because Miami is beautiful. I mean, literally, as you can see behind me, people are building new buildings every day, like right there, and like right there. Now they're building new buildings every day. So why am I leaning, bro? I could literally kill myself. Let me not do that. Let's get into it, bro. The sun is booming. Look at this. Jeez, Jesus. All right, let's go. All right, so you want to move to Miami. You're wondering how much does it really cost? Is it affordable for the normal person? I'm going to answer all those questions right here in a second. Number one, before I can really determine how much it's gonna really cost for you, it's gonna depend on a couple factors. I got them on my phone here. So number one, your location matters. So Miami is a pretty large location. So when people think of Miami, they typically think of either South Beach or Miami Beach, or the Strip, or maybe downtown or Brickell, maybe that. But mainly is that beach area. But if you actually move to Miami and live here for a little bit, you realize that Miami is actually like super like huge, and it's way more than just Miami Beach or the downtown area, you know, you have Little Havana, you have Wynwood, you have, I'm trying to think of Coconut Grove. It really depends on where you live, on how much you're gonna really spend. So, you know, once you get closer to Brickell or downtown, you know, that city area, or, you know, even the beach really, it's gonna get more expensive the closer you get to there. So it really depends on the location. Number two, your job type. If you know, depend on a location to work, meaning like you have to like go to a location, like a 9 to 5, like a regular 9 to 5, it's gonna be a lot different than a person that's gonna work from home and they make their money from home. The amount of money is gonna be a little bit different because you can kind of live farther out and then still be able to travel because you're working from home and it's more reliable to travel, other than a person that's, you know, more into a 9 to 5 and they don't really have the money or the time to be able to go out into the city, so that they live in the city. They live, you know, work in the city. So your job type really matters. Number three, quantity or how many people, meaning are you coming with, you know, people with you? You know, I came with my roommate, so we split this rent here. I'm gonna, you know, go, you know, more in depth in my rent and all that later in the video. But, you know, I came with my roommate, and, you know, we would have came with more people. We could have definitely, you know, lived closer in the city and be able to split rent a lot, you know, evenly between us if it was more and more people. And then fourth, last but not least, inside or outside Miami. So it's kind of really the same as location, but I basically just mean, do you want to live in Miami? And I do air quotes for Miami because people think of Miami, they think of South Beach or the downtown area. So like that's kind of like what I'm saying, Miami. Or do you want to live outside of Miami, when it's technically still Miami, but people don't see it as Miami? All of those factors kind of determine how much you have to make to live here in Miami. I'm gonna now go into my situation, and, you know, anybody that's kind of trying to be where I'm at, I guess you can kind of take this info from me. Like I said earlier, I do have one roommate with me, so everything I'm gonna say in this video is gonna be split in half. But if you're not trying to live like in downtown, top floor, whatever, you just want to live somewhere in Miami or near the beach or whatever, then kind of take everything I'm saying and kind of evaluate it to where you're trying to do, and you can kind of get a rough estimate. If you want me to make like a separate video on separate locations and how much it would take to live in that exact location, then let me know down in the comments, because I could definitely do that. Because not gonna lie, it gets kind of crazy depending on where you live. Like rent can literally go up like from $2,000 where I'm at to $5,000 one bedroom for studio. It's crazy. You would never know until you live here. All right, so now as you guys can see on the screen, we're gonna be on my map book. I want to explain from like head to toe, from like when I first moved here to now, my living expenses and how much it cost me per month or per year really to get through life. So starting up at the beginning, as you can see, my old apartment's rent was $22.50. It was $22.50. I typo with that, and I believe they came out to be $1,150 from me and my roommate. So let me actually do the math on that. Let me see. $22.50 divided by 2. No, I was actually wrong. Okay, so it was $1,125 between me and my roommate. So every month I would pay my half of rent, which was $1,125, right? If you have more people, this would be split up between 3 or 4 or 5, how many, or by yourself, then you're paying the whole $22.50 by yourself. So gas, electric, and everything else was kind of included in that. Also, internet was free. My old apartment kind of had like a deal with their, I don't know, it was like their own brand of internet, so they kind of gave it away for free, which is really cool. And it was pretty good internet. You know, I was able to play games, watch movies, stream movies, play, like, download games, everything for free. And it was like really fast, no lag, no delays, no anything. That was good. Food. So I put a question mark there because I kind of had an addiction with Uber Eats and DoorDash last year. Literally every single day I Ubered something. You know, either Papa John's, Chick-fil-A, Wingstop, IHOP, everything, anything you can think of, I've probably Ubered it. You know, it was really a problem, and I'm not gonna lie, it's still kind of a problem. I'm looking for, make sure there's no boxes around me now. It's just, I don't know how to cook. So, you know, I do want to make like a series or something. I've already mentioned this prior, but I want to like learn how to cook because I'm so tired of Ubering, because it is such a waste of money. Yo, I don't know how much I actually spent on Uber. It's actually a problem. Like, yo, fuck. Then lastly, cable. Who uses cable? Bro, it's 2024. Who's using cable? I'm not gonna lie. If you're paying for cable in 2024, bless your heart, man, because, yo, you know, this you can literally get anything for free on the internet, and it's like all in there for the same but cheaper. Bless your heart, you know, do your thing, you know. I'm not here to intrude, you know, peace, love, positivity, but yeah, you know, I wouldn't do it. But hey, so I'm about to go off memory because I don't have the videos in my face right now, but I lived there for a year, so I should be all right. So I know that the apartment there was a little bit bigger than this place now, so it was a little bit more expensive, so it kind of makes sense. But the only problem was it was in a, I'm not gonna say bad location, because if you want to live there, you live there. For me, I wanted to live like in the city where I can like walk to work if I wanted to, or walk to the grocery store or Publix or something, or go get something to eat without having to take a Uber or drive a car or do anything. So living in my old apartment, yes, it was like nice luxuries inside, but it was kind of outside of Miami. It was literally like a 10-minute walk outside. But since you're not in the area, it's such a divide. So the interior of Miami will be like Brickell slash downtown. But to get into Brickell slash downtown, whatever, there's bridges on every like corner of it. So I'm trying to like visualize. Imagine like Miami is like a circle, right? And the inside is Brickell and Miami, which is like where I'm at now. All the buildings and the scenery and all that, South Beach and all that's all in there. You go literally right outside of it. There's bridges on every corner before you get inside. It kind of pushes out the people that's literally right beside the city. It kind of like alienates them in a way, and I can't. It's kind of hard to explain, but like once you live outside, literally like a 5 to 10 minute walk outside of the bridge area, versus living right there on it. Literally, my old apartment is literally a 5-minute drive. Is one turn and then just go straight, and then I'm here, which is so crazy. Now, when I moved here, I was like, yo, I literally lived one turn away, but I'm in the city. I can literally walk anywhere I want. I don't even have to have a car. I'm good. But my old apartment, which is literally like 5-10 minutes away from me right now, bro, to get like to Publix, it's like a 20-minute walk, because there was no metro, which is like the bus city thing that you could take, which takes you all through Miami Brickell area. But there's no like metro, so like you have to walk, and there's nothing around. There's no buildings and nothing to see. It's just like streets, so you're just walking. The old apartment, I don't know what happened to this bathroom, but when we first moved into it, it already kind of looked off, because it had like some orange stuff in the tub. If I can find the video, I'm gonna show it, but it didn't look right. And remember, this was $2,250. But we were new to Miami. We didn't even know what was going on. We were just like, we gotta find an apartment, because at that point, newsflash, we were homeless. Because we moved there with barely anything from Mississippi, and shit happened. And then, we're trying to get an apartment. So we found this place, $2,250. We had the money, seeing all these like little defects, but we didn't care. He told us that like, when he first moved here, he did the same mistake, I should say, to moving to La Havana, because it's literally right beside downtown. But downtown is such more lively, livable city, and guys, it's cheaper. So I'm gonna get into the prices of where I live now, but it's cheaper than my old place, which was outside of the city, had like dingy bathrooms. I don't know what's going on, and it was kind of more in the hood ghetto / area, and it was more expensive. I don't know what's going on, but continuing. The living room area of the old apartment was not bad, it was pretty chill, Only problem is my curtain, it didn't come with a curtain. So my roommate had like a curtain thing to block out the sun, but mine was already broken. So it didn't come with one, which was kind of upsetting, because sometimes I don't want to sleep in bright daylight. So I ended up having to buy my own curtain, which was annoying, because I had to set it up and all of that, and it was a whole ordeal, and it kind of like laid on my face. Yeah, whole thing. All of that was okay, but it's just the bathroom being like the way it was, like literally, it was like, guys, okay, let me just, fuck it. I'm gonna show you guys what happened, like what was the aftermath of living there for after a year with that bathroom. And this was trying to constantly clean it, buying Drano. I'm cleaning it out. Sometimes got my hand soap, and I was digging out. None of that really helped. Eventually you just said, fuck it. This is our last 3 months. We're not cleaning no more. We're just moving out. Eventually, I'm not gonna lie, we had to stop taking showers, bro. I'm sorry, I had to say it. We had to stop taking showers. Bro, we're not stepping in that tub. Okay, let me just show you, because you're probably like, you stopped taking showers because your tub was a little dirty. No, bro, this shit was not just dirty. Okay. Alright, so this was the old tub. Yeah, I know. It's dirty as hell, I know. I don't know how it got that bad. I don't know what was happening, but like literally, like I said, from day one, it didn't look right. Like that didn't look like it was supposed to be in the tub. But we just said, like I said, we were homeless, we were desperate, we took it, and well, we got what we got for $2,250. But if I continue on my map book here, let's talk about what I pay for living expenses now. So I do want to say I've only been in this apartment for, I moved in here in November, so it's February, so 3 months, almost 4. So wait, December, January, 2 months, almost 3. You know, because today is February, what? It's February 2nd. So I moved in over like the end of November, December, January, and here we are. So I was wondering why I kept having to find the need to justify me saying 4 months. I realized that, like, I literally kept saying 2 months, 2 months, because December, I kept saying that. I don't know why I kept doing that, but I don't know, that just weirded me out. I was just like, yo, just relax, it's okay, I made a mistake. I don't know. Sorry, return to the video. Bro, I love like when I'm just making a video or I'm just relaxing or whatever, and then like I look over and I see like a comment like this, if it focuses, bro, bro, come on. Literally, the guy I was showing you guys, he literally asked, yo, living my dream, how much you pay for rent? Bro, I get it, you guys want to be here, you want to live here, I got you, man. This video, I got you. As you guys can see, I pay $21.50. So not me personally, I don't pay $21.50. Like I said, I do have a roommate. We can move out here together. So I believe I pay $1,070. Let me do that math. No, I pay $1,075 per month for rent. We do in this apartment have to pay for internet. So in my old apartment, as I said before, internet was free because they did like a little membership deal or whatever, I don't know. But in this apartment, that didn't happen. We got AT&T this time, $90 a month. We also split that up. I still have a low-key addiction to Uber Eats. I really need to learn. I really need to get this cooking thing out. So right behind me, I have like a cooking set that I need to get open so I can learn how to. I need to start using it because what's happening right now is not okay. I Uber Eat something every single day, and you know I'm very upset at myself because I told myself last year that I wanted as a New Year's resolution to stop Ubering so much, and here I am failing it literally in the beginning of the year. But let's talk about how much I make in my job and how much you would probably need to make also. Okay, so I do have to kind of be careful with my words because I don't want to give away too much information because the last thing I want is for people to be coming to my job mainly because of my security and my privacy and because it might disrupt my workflow. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I'm trying to be very discreet on where I work. I work for a company here in Brickell, and you know I'm a manager for that company now. So I'm trying to think about my words. I'm sorry. I'm a manager for that company. You know I get paid on an hourly basis, but at the same time I make tips. I don't know exactly how much I would make an hour, but a base hourly pay I know I make is $15. But then tips on top of that add like an extra couple hours, like literally like 6 hours. I'm not gonna lie to you, because like sometimes it's like plus $600, $700 because if it's a very like busy week and like there's a lot of people coming and I work a lot of hours, the more hours you work, the more the tips percentages you get, and I'll get like plus $600 on my check, totaling it to come up to like $1,800 a month every 2 weeks. But on average, I would say if I work just 40 hours, just normal hours, not really trying to like work overtime, maybe $1,300 or $1,400 every 2 weeks, I believe. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. If I was just here by myself without my roommate, I don't know how I would live here because Miami is not. I'm not gonna say Miami is not expensive. Well, okay, it is expensive, but it's not. It doesn't have to be expensive. The closer you get to like Miami, I keep doing that because I wanted to emphasize it, the more expensive it gets. So you know, we live here in downtown, literally the heart of downtown. Brickell is like in eye distance is right there. I gotta walk to Brickell sometimes. It's literally like a 10-minute walk. Brickell is the financial district. It's called the financial district, literally. So you would just imagine how much money it costs to live in Brickell. I think the starting rent for like the bottom floor for like a 1-bedroom is like $5,000 a month. Literally $5,000 a month for 1-bedroom. Now I'm not gonna lie. Every time rent comes around, that's tough because let's say rent's 20, we had to pay $1,075. Yeah, $1,075, and we make I say $1,400. Like $1,400, we'd be left with like $300 for the 2 weeks. So like every 2 weeks, we have like $200 left for 2 weeks, but to make it last. I tried to save like the next 2 weeks because the next check we get to save the entire thing. I try to save, but sometimes I can't even save it. It's tough. I make around $2,800 per month times 2 because my roommate makes similar. That's $5,600 per month that we make. And we're able to live here. So if you're on your own, you will have to roughly make $5,600 per month to live in downtown area. Now, if you want to live outside, you can probably make a little bit less and you'll be all right. If you want to drive or something, it's up to you. But if you want to live similar to where I'm at, downtown, close to Brickell, 1-bedroom, it's gonna be $2,150 roughly. And if you have any more questions, feel free to comment or DM me. If you guys think I missed anything, I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm just me. But if you got any other questions, let me know in the comments or DM me. Like I said, that's pretty much it. Love you guys. Peace and subscribe. But that's other than that. Bye.